Well, you know what? Since that wraps up Toys with your boys, aka Golden Snags, y'all know what time it is. We've been on this for weeks.
Weeks.
It is about time, time to discuss the newest episode of X-Men 97. Um,
Okay, okay,
Episode
okay.
three.
what
Yeah,
episode?
episode 3.
X-Men 97, episode 3. So, but before we get into that, last episode we kind of rushed the episode 2 a little bit. But after Storm loses her powers, they all kind of have a meeting inside the facility. And they're kind of just like, man, what's going on? Da, 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 da. Like they're kind of having like a conversation or whatever. And then they get a knock on the door because Morph's like, I'm sure Storm will be back. Oh look, there's Storm right now. Then he opens the door, and it's
Yeah.
Jean Grey, and she's all beat up. And as whenever like in the shot, Jean Grey had a kid with Scott.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so then she comes in, everybody's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And that was the cliffhanger.
at episode 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And episode 3 picks up right at that moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Like
Yes.
literally right there. Yeah.
Jean scans her mind. The gene that has given birth with Scott. It scans this gene that just showed up and is trying to figure out who this is or what she knows. And then towards the end, we see like a very quick glimpse of like this sinister smile.
Mhm.
Mr. Sinister smile, and we hear him kind of at the
Yeah.
end of it. And then Beast runs some more tests on this gene that just showed up, and deciphers that the gene that just showed up is actually the real Jean Grey,
Yep.
and the gene that we've been chilling with is a clone of Jean
Okay,
Grey.
so
Fucking
how
dude.
long?
Or Cyclops, dude. He gets put through the mental ringer, dude.
Okay,
Right.
how?
He gets put through the fucking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He really does. But how
Right after
long?
having-
Okay. Wait. How long have we been seeing this fake gene?
So
Shit, dude, I'm
the
sure
way
we'll
this
find
sets
out.
up, the way this like all came together, it looks like since the Phoenix saga of the original show, which would have been like what, season 3? Was that season 3?
I think
So
so.
that means the last 2 seasons of the original X-Men show and the first 2 episodes was all clone Jean Grey.
No way, bro.
Mind blowing.
Yes. So once they realize this, or once Beast says this, the clone Jean like refuses more tests. She's very upset. Is like, oh no, you guys know me.
Things get weird. She
Yeah.
gets really weird.
Yeah. She's like, Storm would have believed me, and Storm's out. And then clone Jean goes to like chill with her baby, and they're like chilling or whatever, and then she starts to hear a voice over the baby monitor, and we get the sense of who it is. It's Mr. Sinister, and he's like, I have answers. And he kind of shows up and basically reveals to Jean that he created her so that she would have this child with Scott. And after that, he starts to fully take over Jean Grey's mind, or this clone Jean. He starts to take over her mind. It's like, I made you for me, and she has like the same like red ruby in her head that that he
Sinister,
has.
yeah.
And we cut away. We go back to the regular X-Men. What's his name? Morph starts to tease Gambit a little bit about the relationship going down
Bro.
with Rogue and Magneto.
Bro.
Morph
Fucking
just being a
dickhead.
dickhead again, bro. Fuck that guy.
Fuck Morph, bro. Dude, he's such a bitch, bro.
Dude, like, go
And then so yeah, I hated the part where it was like Mr. Sinister. So like I guess the after that, like Mr. Sinister starts like, or later we
Clone.
find out it's like yeah, the clone is like they're doing all this like um fear like
Yeah, she's
fear
messing
and
with their
type of shit.
minds. She's
Yeah.
messing with their minds, and they're seeing all this shit. Um, one of the funniest lines, Beast, when he comes up the elevator, or maybe he was going down, and the elevator opens, and there's just like this weird face with like a crazy tongue.
Yeah.
It's like, I think one of us have the wrong floor. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm cracking up.
Fucking beast, bro.
But yeah, this clone gene starts to make everybody think or see all these crazy, scary things. Gambit sees like this weird, like put together, squished together Magneto and Rogue, and
Yeah,
I was
it
so
was
butthurt.
freaky.
I was so butthurt. I was like, Gambit.
And
No,
apparently
I'm
that
sorry.
shot is from like a comic book, actually a strip from the comics. Like that
Mm.
shot of them in like those little like revealing
Vines.
clothing, that
Yeah.
like the revealing clothing and stuff, with the vines and shit.
Yeah.
That's from like a comic book strip.
okay,
I can see that. I can
Yeah.
see that. Yeah.
okay.
But then like they turn into this little monster thing. It's
Yeah.
just
And
like ugh.
I forget who it was that was who was seeing this part, but who was seeing like the demented like Professor X? Was that Cyclops? I think it was Cyclops.
Yeah, it was
'cause,
Cyclops.
yeah, this like demented Professor X is scaring Cyclops and saying like, "Oh, you can't even protect your kid. How are you
Yeah,
gonna leave the
yeah.
X?"
Yeah, it was Cyclops. Cyclops, yeah.
That was pretty. That was pretty scary. Seeing Professor X
Then,
demented like
then
that.
Jubilee and Robert DaCosta were like watching a movie,
Yeah,
and like it's kind of like a Ring moment where like they just come out of the TV and shit.
Yeah, and it's like I think it's like his mom or something.
yeah, it's his mom.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like, you're an ugly mutant.
Yeah.
Kind of the weakest
Gosh.
one. Kind of the weakest
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, it
Jubilee,
was.
Jubilee just starts throwing fireworks at the TV.
Yes, yes, yes. And then
What if she?
that
What if she? What if she says? What if she would like say when she does a fire? She's like, "Take this bottle rocket," or she say,
That's
"Roman
what
candle,"
That's what it sounds like too. Like he
oh, geez.
or sparkler.
sprinkler.
Oh my gosh. But then that kind of just devolves into a whole big fight between all the
Mhm.
X-Men, and they're kind of in this like hellish dimension situation. All of these crazy monsters are flying around attacking them. And I think that fight was super fire.
Yeah.
The little like combined move that
Yeah, Cyclops
Cyclops
and
Bishop do.
dude, that was so hard.
Bishop's just like mowing down all these damn monsters so hard.
Yeah, because
So
he was like hit me, and this freaking like purple just dude, it was so hard, bro. I thought it was
Yeah,
so.
no, that was a
Oh, that
hard
was so tough.
and then Magneto and or well that's later on. Sorry. That's later on. Sorry. I was about to skip. But then the real Jean kind of senses that something's going on, and she comes in to help and is like, that's enough. And she starts like fighting mentally with this clone Jean. Um and after all that, after she kind of beats her a little bit, Clone Jean reveals her new name, the Goblin Queen.
Yeah.
Um, I
The
don't
Goblin.
know. I don't know if that's a comic book.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
sure.
sure either. It probably
I'm
is.
sure it is.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is comic book accurate. But I've never read that story. Um, but she leaves, and the X-Men go into like this little bunker downstairs or something, is what it looked like, and they're just kind of planning, um, and they go to find Mr. Sinister.
Sheesh.
What?
Goblin Queen, bruh.
What?
That comics fit is crazy.
Oh, okay.
Sheesh.
Okay. Usually is.
Yeah.
But then after that, after they kind of meet up and plan, and they're kind of like, what's it called? Recouping after this whole fight. Cyclops is obviously like just devastated.
Right.
Uh, Honestly, hey, I will say, I'm really enjoying Cyclops'
Yeah.
character
I
this
am
season.
too. I am too.
I've already like staked myself as a Cyclops hater in the
Yeah,
past
bro,
episode.
you're putting too much negative energy on Cyclops, man. Leave that guy alone, bro.
I'm really liking what they're giving him this season.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And,
I am too.
man, I'm really enjoying it. But then anyway, they go to fight Mr. Sinister and this clone Jean, and the Goblin Queen shows the ability that she's able to like just fully take over somebody's mind. She takes over
Morph.
what's his name, Morph's mind.
That was
Um,
pretty wild.
Yeah.
she can keep his mind, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And
I
then
just like his power, honestly. I mean, it's just
yeah, no, it is a tough power. It is a
yeah,
tough. It is
yeah.
a tough. And then Magneto and the Goblin Queen fight, and I think that was really tough. Like
Yeah.
Magneto's taking all the metal and shooting that at her, and then she's like, "Oh, all you can do is metal. I can touch all this," and starts
Yeah.
shooting glass at him, and it's like cutting him up and stuff, even though he's shielding.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
Insane.
was
Yeah.
that
Pretty
was a
I
good
thought
fight.
crazy
their
battle, yeah.
I thought their fight was definitely fire. And then we kind of cut back to the facility, and why is Wolverine on the sideline so much? The beginning of this season, because he is chilling back with the real Jean and kind of just caring for her and helping her like get out of this because she's struggling with understanding what to do with her powers and it's really
Yeah.
hurting her. And he just kind of is like look into my mind, see how much I care for you, type of thing to kind of
Yeah.
calm her down. And she's like, wow, you care for me that much. So I wonder if this is about to be a situation where Cyclops is like, "Oh, Jean, you've returned. I'm so hyped that you're here." And she's like, "Ah, I'm kind of into Wolverine now."
I thought about that too, dude.
I
I thought
kind of
about
feel like
that
Maybe,
too.
maybe because at the end, I mean, I don't want to jump ahead, but
no,
there is going to be this weird dynamic with Jean. But let's not act like, oh, but you know what? How long? Like we already talked about discussed how long that she's been a clone. So maybe it was the clone that he started getting closer to and married.
yeah,
Like whenever they're on that honeymoon.
yeah, no, that's all the clone. We're pretty sure.
Yeah, that is insane how they
So
did that.
that's what I'm
Fuck,
thinking.
man.
The next natural step, if they're gonna continue with this drama, is to make her into Wolverine. And
But the kid
And,
though, that's the thing. And
so
hey,
yeah,
and
we'll get to the kid.
yeah,
doesn't she
yeah.
remember? Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
We'll get to the kid for sure. But after that, she kind of like goes to see what's happening over in the fight, and she sees that the Goblin Queen is fighting Cyclops and kind of kicking his ass. Um, so she starts to fight her mentally again.
Which I thought was amazing.
This one was a lot bigger, and like we see all kinds of stuff.
I
At
thought
one
it was so
point,
good. Yeah,
at one point we see like this flashback of Professor X going to meet her for the first time in her home with her parents.
yeah.
Um, I thought it was a cool scene.
Right.
That was definitely the original Professor X voice actor, right? It sounded like him.
It sounded like it
It's
too.
definitely it did sound like it. I think so. I don't know.
Okay. I need to look up the. I still haven't done that. I need to look up the voice acting cast and see who all actually moved over. Um, but she shows this flashback and kind of just helps break this connection that Mr. Sinister has with the Goblin Queen, and she's ready to help. Um, and we go to see that we go in to see what Mr. Sinister is up to, kind of, and we see that he's like put this child that she brought him, this child in like this tank, this green tank of like moving fluids, and he
Yeah,
says it's to make Nathan invincible, to make him indestructible.
Right.
Um, but after they get the Goblin Queen kind of back to normal and she's not controlled anymore, and they go up there, Cyclops just busts the baby out of the container, like no questions asked. And I guess I can't blame him, but
Get my baby out of there.
Get my baby out of there. What are you doing? And then they kind of make quick work of Mr. Sinister.
Like, yeah, that was kind of like,
They make quick work of him.
But
But it
but
was they do have
Mr. Sinister always ends up being sticking around. Like he's literally gotten obliterated,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
no,
he's
that's
coming
true.
back. So
he'll be back. He'll be
Yeah,
back for sure. But then they like check on Nathan, little baby Nathan, and Nathan appears like super sick, and he's got these green like vein things, almost Iron Man esque.
well, it's
When
similar to the virus that was in that future in the X-Men animated series.
yeah.
Like it
The
was similar to
Fairlink,
that virus.
the
yeah,
Yeah,
Phalanx.
not the phalanx, not the phalanx,
What?
not the phalanx. But whenever you had whenever you had Cable come in, and it was because of they sparked people with that mutant drug that would only kill mutants. So they had that same design and effect, but it was just green. But
Oh,
like
right,
in
okay.
the X Men animated
Yeah.
series, it was purple. Like people were starting turning purple and getting like that same type of virus thing.
Right.
yeah, yeah.
So
Okay,
maybe
okay.
he'll.
Because this is why this is why, and this is like kind of, I know Chandler's gonna bring this up. This is why they send Bishop. This is why they write it into the story where Bishop goes, because people in Bishop's timeline have dealt with that same type of virus that kills mutants, and
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
have the technology to help the baby.
Right.
right. Um, so yeah, getting into that, they kind of realize after they take the baby back, they realize like we're not going to be able to cure this baby. And I thought they were about to just kill off this baby. Loki for a second, I was like, damn,
Bro,
were they really about to kill off this baby in the show? But they're I forgot that Bishop was there, and in the episode, forgot to bring this up in the episode early on. We kind of hear Bishop say something about wanting to go back and why
Right.
he hasn't been able to go back,
yeah,
because they were building his band that allows him to travel.
Right.
Um, so they kind of realized that the only opportunity to heal this baby is to get Bishop to take it with him in the future, where they have hopefully updated technology. They've dealt with this before, and he says that there's somebody there that's extremely smart and will help with the baby.
and so
Cyclops seems very against this.
Yeah, he was
He,
not happy.
yeah, he
yeah,
was like, I don't want the baby to be abandoned, and da, 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 da. But I mean, there really was no choice.
yeah,
Um, so Bishop takes the child. And I kind of got like a reluctant feeling from Bishop. Just in the animation, the way they animated his face when he takes the child, like it doesn't look like he's like
Ready to
ready.
help.
yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, we see Clone Jean is she's leaving. She's walking down the street away from the X mansion, and real Jean goes to like talk to her and is like, "You can stay with us. Like you have a home here. Just because you're not actually Jean Grey, like doesn't matter. You can still stay with us." And she's kind of like, "No, you've seen my memories. You've seen what I want. I want a life away from this. I've been trying to get away from this." Um, so she says she's going off to start a new life as Madeline Pryor.
Yep.
And she takes off. And then another big cliffhanger to end off the episode. We go to see where Storm's at in the
Yeah.
story, and she's just chilling in this bar. And Forge, who we haven't seen since
Yeah.
the
A
second
minute.
season,
Right.
Forge comes and offers help to get her powers back, and is like,
And we're
we
like,
can get this figured out. Yeah,
boom, we're back,
it
baby.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
and
So
then the
hopefully, yeah. Hopefully we can
banger.
get that. Yeah. I'm. Yeah.
But what,
I thought it was a great. I thought it was a great episode.
Yeah, it was great.
I
I'm
mean,
excited
again,
for episode 3 or episode 4, but dude, hey, they're pumping out some good stuff. I really like where this is going.
Yeah.
Um, it's keeping me intrigued. So
yeah, oh yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Again, I mean, the animation, dude, the animation. Like just being able to see, like I'm probably gonna say it every time we talk about this show, but just every every step of the way, like we were kind of doubting this
Yeah.
animation,
We were. Yeah. Definitely.
and they really went all out. Like I love the fighting in this show. I
Oh
love
my gosh. Yeah.
I love the way they let these characters just kind of go ballistic. Way,
Yeah.
way, way more crazy than we ever got to see in the older show. And obviously,
Yeah.
there's a lot of limitations
Right.
for making that
Obviously.
show back then.
Yeah.
So it is just such a crazy fire thing to see them moving in this crisp animation and
They're
really
doing
getting
everything
some
right,
close
man.
hands.
Doing everything right. I feel like this is will definitely this is getting some good feedback from a lot of people, so we'll definitely be seeing some good push from, this definitely will be a pioneer for the Marvel animation universe. Like
Right.
we'll definitely look back on this show and be like, yo, this show really pushed us to get what we're gonna get in the future. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Honestly,
definitely
the way it's
definitely liking where this is going.
right. Yeah. Honestly, the way it's looking right now, I would really want a second season. But I mean, we'll see how it
Yeah.
goes and how it
Yeah,
ends.
I hope they make more seasons. I hope they make more seasons. And I hope that this kind of does spark the Spider-Man resurrection, the Iron Man resurrection. Like we can do a ball if we want to.
Yeah.
Hey,
We can do a couple movies, animated movies in there.
dude, that would be
Oh my gosh!
DC does
Please.
all DC. Okay, and this is the funny thing: DC's animated movies have been on a decline.
mm,
Like you haven't even really seen no crazy animation styles for the DC like animated universe, because it's just like I've watched a couple of recent DC movies or DC animated movies.
yeah,
It's nothing crazy. When you watch an animated movie, it has to have eye-catching animation. It just can't be bland shit no more.
right.
Like it has to be like as viewers, we're kind of growing for more technology, and our eyes are adjusting to crazier animation styles. So we need that animation style to keep us invested and also have that good story.
Right.
Yeah,
So therefore, you know, I think this Marvel animated, I think the Marvel animation studios are going to really be on that side of production.
Right.
right.
I think
From
so
what
too.
from what we've seen from X-Men 97, like this is such a good start. Like this is where I was hoping that we would be back at.
Mm,
As well for like especially for animation.
yeah,
For production wise, I think it's still it's still got a lot to prove, but like this does nothing, doesn't put on a decline, it puts it on an incline for like viewership ratings. And if Marvel's back, now we just got to bring back that live action feeling. We got to bring back that
yeah,
live action feel.
yeah.
Um but we so on the new we missed this. They announced the name for Thunderbolts. Actually, it's like Thunderbolts with like an asterisk at
Uh,
the end. So there's that. So I know
Interesting. I didn't see
they're in
that.
works for the Thunderbolts.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you
So
brought up the DCAU because the DC animated universe has always been like one of the strongest things that DC have.
You're right.
yeah,
Um, they've had some crazy animation, and like you said, bro, the last like I couldn't even tell you how many movies have just been such bland, simple, plain animation,
yeah.
and honestly, like nothing stories, like just stories I don't care about.
Honestly, I a little bit stories. Some of the stories were good, but animation wise, just um, I'd say let me look at the other movies
And
that I was watching.
something DCAU did I was extremely hyped for was the Injustice movie, and people
Hmm.
hated that, and I think
Yeah,
rightfully so.
yeah.
Um, the animation in
Interesting.
that
I
was
didn't see it.
so good. And I think this X-Men 97 show, man, I think it's really showing what you can do with the simplistic style because
Hmm.
the character models are simplistic. The environments aren't like insane. But once we get to the action-packed moments or once we
This
get
yeah,
to
so good.
the stuff where they really need to or where they are able to flex their animation,
Hmm.
they don't hesitate. And
Right.
it's right there, it's in your face. There's all this
Hmm.
different stuff happening. So yeah, no, I like that you brought that up because um a movie
It's
would be
always it's always a Marvel versus DC thing.
yeah,
like,
it
eh,
is always a Marvel versus DC thing.
which it sucks because we all love both. And
Mm,
Right.
but yeah, I mean, hey, I'm liking where this X-Men 97 is going, guys. Hey,
yeah.
ASG, drop in the comments. Tell us what you're thinking about, how you guys are liking X-Men 97. If you guys think it's a banger or whatever, anything else you guys want to go off, just leave it in the comments. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and say deuces and peace.